Your Storm Tracker team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jake Dalton.
Well, this morning had a band of showers and thunderstorms come through the area, some of those strong to severe, and actually had a handful of tornado warnings and reports, at least via radar, of potential tornado damage from early this morning between about 4 and 5 a.m. In parts of Livingston Parish and also in Tangipahoa Parish. So the National Weather Service actually going to go out and survey some of the damaged areas, and we'll get a report tomorrow on if they find actual tornado damage or not, and maybe if it was straight line winds instead of tornado damage. But we do expect at least 1 or 2 tornadoes to be confirmed in the area, just based on what I have seen on radar. So again, we'll know more by this time tomorrow. Here's the rainfall totals from the last 2 days, and widespread, at least 1 to 2 inches of rainfall across the area. Locally higher amounts as well, as we were expecting. About 2.7 inches here in Baton Rouge, near 2 inches in Gonzales at 1.89, 2.5 in Hammond, 2.7 in Kentwood, about 1.5 in Thibodaux, and about 1 3/4 in Napoleonville, near 2 inches. Also in New Roads, and almost 3 inches in Woodville, Mississippi, coming in at 2.7 inches of rainfall. So very good, beneficial rainfall. Just certainly could have dealt without the severe weather, but thankfully no major damage from those storms last night. All right, let's take a look at the next 3 days. Patchy morning fog possible tomorrow, so be aware of that for your early morning drive. Lows going to be generally upper 50s, low 60s tonight and tomorrow night. We're still up to 82 on Tuesday with a slight chance of showers. That's going to come in, though, mostly Tuesday night. And then that's along a cold front, so we get cooler air to come in by Wednesday. Highs then drop nearly 20 degrees into the 60s by midweek. So potential for patchy morning fog tomorrow. Be aware of that as you're starting off the week. Lows going to be upper 50s, low 60s. So a comfortable start overall to start the day tomorrow. Low 80s for highs. We are dry with a few clouds in the afternoon. Tuesday morning also dry in the upper 50s, low 60s. We'll warm right back up into the low 80s. And then that chance for rain will come in Tuesday night. And we're talking late Tuesday night, around 10 o'clock for areas up towards New Roads, St. Francisville, and southwest Mississippi, likely moving into the Baton Rouge area around midnight and sweeping its way across the area very fast. By Wednesday morning, we're dry, and then that cooler air already starts to spill in pretty fast. Wednesday morning, we're in the upper 40s, low 50s. And again, we're struggling to even make it to 65 or so in the afternoon. So it's a very strong cold front. A little bit of a moisture pool ahead of it will give us that chance for rain Tuesday night. A thunderstorm or two also possible, but not expecting severe weather. And then here comes that dry air. Again, behind that front, a very stable air mass, a cool air mass as well, as this is going to be Canadian air coming in from the north. Here's the forecast rainfall next 5 days. And this is going to take into account that Tuesday night rain. We could see anywhere really from 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of rain, not expecting a whole lot. So again, muggy tonight. We are in the upper 60s for dew point, so it's muggy air. Again, patchy fog possible in the morning. There's the next 7 days, and once we get to Halloween, yeah, pretty cool. Lows in the low 40s. We'll definitely need a jacket with the costumes this year, with highs staying in the 60s through Friday.